Hello, welcome back to another Grape Soda Travels. We're in the Outer Hebrides. We're on the Isle of Barra. You saw us last week, you saw us arriving. Check out our view. In this week's video, you join us on day one of our first ever tour in our lovely new camper van Teddy. And what a place to start. We explore the stunning island of Vatersay, ending up back on Barra in the small town of Castlebay. So it's our first full day. We're just planning what we're going to do. We thought we'd show you where we are.
I love an OS map. You discover so many interesting things to just stop off a road or a pathway, and anyway, I love an OS map. So this is Barra and that's Vatersay. We came in on the ferry to Castlebay, and then we drove approximately 7 minutes, if that, just round the corner to Borve, and we are on Borve Campsite. And so far, so ruddy good.
So our tour of the Outer Hebrides, we're going south to north.
Yes, we are.
So we thought, with that in mind, that's what we'll do today. And we're going to go south and start at the bottom. We're going to check out Vatersay.
So we're setting off for a day of exploring. However, we're actually moving pitches as well. And the nice chap who runs Borve Campsite, his name is Donald. He's a delightful man. So he's told us to set up our pitch before we leave. So we're setting up our reservation. So I'm going to go and do that now.
Because this pitch is so horrible.
Oh, I know, it's dreadful. Look at this view, it's horrid. Bit of string tied around the neck. Come with me. Right, that goes there. You tie your bottle to your sign so that it doesn't blow away. We will find out if it is still here when we get back from a day out.
Place your bets in the comments.
Am I windswept already?
Yeah. Chocks away?
Chocks away, literally and metaphorically. Quite a modern war memorial.
It is, isn't it?
This memorial was dedicated at a service held on the 11th of November 1993. I was just thinking about how in the First War, how it must have devastated the islands. That's a lot of names for tiny places. But what I like particularly about this is that you've got all their names, but then it also says it in Gaelic. So we've got John McIntyre, but then we've got over here his Ian, because of course that's the Gaelic version.
We don't have a definite plan.
No.
So I think we'll be doing a lot of this stop-starting.
I think that's okay.
Depending on whatever we find.
Yeah.
Onwards to Vatersay.
Onwards.
Or whatever the next thing we see is.
Just about to do our first causeway. There's going to be a few of these. So this is the one from Barra to Vatersay, and it looks amazing already. Hello.
Look at the beach.
Wow, that's where we're going, babes. Oh, so beautiful. Getting the van set up so we can go for an explore.
There's pretty much beaches in all directions. So we're just going to start by going this way.
Oh. Oh. Wow. Oh, how do we get to that beach? How is this Scotland? It's glorious. Oh my gosh. I'm not often speechless, am I, darling?
Not really.
I think this might be a nice couple of weeks.
I'm just trying to work out how to get off the beach.
Are we stuck here forever now?
There's worse places to be stuck, aren't
Well,
there?
true. Is this the gate? I'll know it when I see it. This is the gate.
Is this a famous gate?
This is the famous gate. Apparently, if you don't take a picture of this gate, have you even been here? I think you're supposed to take it from the other side.
So if you do come down here, there's not lots of places to park.
No, it's very
A little
popular.
bit of luck is required, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which I think we managed to get. It's a community centre. Time for a cup of tea and a refuel.
Soup of the day.
Cakes look good. Might have to come back for those.
Cakes look amazing, don't they? Oh yeah. Number 9. Lunchtime. There's something very much being on holdy about
A teapot.
having a teapot for 2. Oh, that's not a bad cup of tea, is it? Nice. Lovely.
Not a bad cup of tea view either.
We have another beach to find. Interestingly, even if there was space, we're still not allowed in, babe. No camper vans due to insurance restrictions
Oh yeah.
on gas appliances. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. We're going to head over the other side now and check out the other bay. The terraces.
It's interesting, isn't it? Do you think they're like sheep terraces?
I don't think sheep could construct those.
I think that's how it works, isn't it? Is that they make their own, they erode pathways around hillsides. Otherwise, they would have to grow up.
Operated JCB.
Yes, they do. No, they do it with their feet, by walking about a bit.
Those hoofs wouldn't move the levers properly.
People, this is what I'm putting up with.
You got a view?
Let's go see a beach, shall we?
Yes.
Oh, yes, please. How do we get there?
Carefully.
Yes.
Not that we're going swimming, but if you do, take care.
Good squeak. How different it is from the beach on the other side. It's much rockier on this side. These stones are gorgeous. Look at the beautiful lines.
Good for the soul to walk on the beach, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's good for you.
Off up here to check out a memorial.
Walking on sand is hard work. For a wuss. See if I can break that one. There we go. So this is the memorial to the Annie Jane, which sank on the 28th of September 1853. It was carrying emigrants who were leaving Liverpool and going to Quebec in Canada. Unfortunately, the Annie Jane was completely wrecked and 3/4 of everybody on board perished. 350 men, women and children drowned, and their bodies, those of which they were found, are interned here. So we're going to leave this island. We're heading back towards the causeway that takes you back to Barra. And we saw something, there was something I wanted to have a look at, but as we came, there's only a teeny tiny car park. There was room for 4 cars, completely full. So hopefully, let's see if there's a parking space for us this time. See you when we get there. What a view. We're going to go down and have a look at the Catalina Memorial. It looks quite harrowing, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
We'll tell you more about it when we get there. Situated alongside the remaining remnants of the RAF Catalina seaplane stands a memorial to the crew who were on board when it sadly crashed into the side of the hill. A navigation error brought them north of their intended course, and the seaplane crashed close to the summit of the hill. Unfortunately, the crash killed 3 of the 9 crew, who were on a training exercise from their base in Oban on the 12th of May 1944. Gosh, this is terrible.
So it becomes very real, doesn't it?
Yeah. All of these jagged, folded edges as it's torn apart on impact is frightening. Wow. What a beautiful place to be remembered, though.
Quite a thing to see, isn't it?
I'm glad we were able to stop.
Yeah. Bus stop.
What a view from your bus stop.
Parked up in Castlebay.
Yeah, it's going to have a little explore of the village. It's the main village on Barra, isn't it?
Yes. There's lots to see. Heritage Centre.
Looking forward to this. Wonder what we'll learn. Oh, we've got a tea shop. Oh, there we go. Hiya, ladies. There we go. Thank you very much. The living room, a view through a doorway into our past. Oh! Oh, and they've made it dark because it's like being in one of the black houses. Eventually we will be visiting black houses, so when that video comes along, I'll leave a link up here, but we haven't been there yet. But this is fascinating. You see, it's in the shape of a Scottish thistle, and you stamp it into your pat of butter to make it look interesting. Wonderful. Oh, lovely.
So this plane is actually a model of the Catalina. That's what it used to look like. Wow.
Oh, I'm glad we popped in there.
Very friendly and welcoming, weren't they?
Well, they're very sweet, weren't they?
just done something very important. We found an Indian restaurant, so we booked a takeaway for this evening. We're going to have a look at church.
It's quite imposing, isn't it?
The church on the hill, very much so, isn't it?
Goodness. Cool, it's going to be quite the view from up there, isn't it? Wow. It's pretty all right from down here. See if we can get a cup of tea.
Oh, here she comes with the tea.
Is this really reasonable? It's a long time since I bought a pint and a half of Guinness. £7.95.
That sounds reasonable.
That sounds really cheap,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I'm not complaining. Cheers, everybody.
2 cups of tea.
Yeah.
Quite like Barra so far.
Barra so far has been a tick.
There's plenty here though, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, I did read, people were saying, because, you get off the boat, so many people just go through it and go and just keep going. And not to give Barra a miss, as it were, just to
No, definitely
give
not.
it time. No,
Definitely have a look.
No, it's been gorgeous.
So we have to pick up our takeaway in an hour.
So we have a little mooch, shall we?
Yeah, slow walk back. That's where we were.
Thank you. Craigard Bar. Very nice.
So bright, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, isn't it? The sparkle on the sea is wonderful. Oh, it makes my heart burst, it really does.
Ah, here we are.
The herring walk. I'd read about it, but I didn't know much about it, so I'm glad we found it.
Explain.
I think I might have to do a voiceover here.
Okay.
The Heritage Trail takes you around the bay, telling the story of the fishing industry on Barra. Back in its heyday, the bay would have been filled with so many fishing boats that it was possible to walk across the bay, boat to boat, without getting your feet wet.
Our first thing of historic interest. So they've reconstruction of a lime kiln that would be used dotted across the islands. This is one based on one that was on South Uist for creating lime for building purposes. But the one that it was based upon was still in use in the 1930s, which doesn't feel that long away, but I suppose it is 100 years ago nearly. Look at this. Oh. That's lovely. The mystery of the herring walk continues. So I read something about there was barrels and it told the story. Anyway, I think the barrels are gone. This is the 3rd or 4th set of these fixtures with nothing on them. So what are they? If you've been to Barra, if you've been to Castlebay and you've done the herring walk and you've seen something that we're clearly not seeing, can you tell us about it?
Or if you just know stuff.
Yeah, if you know stuff, drop us some comments in the comments. That would be a good place to put it. Okay, I think the plot unthickens. I think the barrels used to be here. Can you see these circles of rust left in the concrete? I think they're gone.
That's a nice little detour.
I did, I enjoyed it. It was nice not walking along the road.
We will. And we're going to go and pick up a curry. Go, curry delivery person.
It's good to be useful. I'm so hungry. I come bearing goodies and it smells amazing.
Does smell good.
Oh, just been having a lovely chat with Ashley from Canada, working in the shop. Hello Ashley, you're a nice person. Oh, I can't wait to eat this, it smells amazing. I cannot get over that we just picked up a curry from a cute little building that looks like that. And that's what you can see just round the corner. How wonderful. That's Kissamall Castle. Unfortunately, it's closed at the moment. They used to do a little ferry and you could pop across.
Don't think we're going to starve. I think we're going to be eating curry for the next few days. Brilliant.
And we accidentally bought 2 naans. We probably could have done with just the one. But it all smells amazing.
That is 1 naan, just to be clear.
Yeah, I know. Let the food begin.
An evening stroll.
I thought we probably needed to shake down that curry, to be honest.
How would you rate your curry?
One of the best takeaways I've had in a very long time.
Yeah.
It was excellent. What was about yours, babe?
Just quite unexpected to find a good curry takeaway.
I know.
In the Outer Hebrides,
I
on a
know.
little island like this.
We met the chef. He's Scottish.
You're so good at it.
He's very good at it. It was delicious.
So we found how to get down to the beach. And unfortunately, today being the 7th of April, they don't want you to use the gate because the paint's wet. So it looks like this is as far as we get today. So I think the sunset brings it to an end, doesn't it? This is just day 1. There's so many more to come.
Oh, this trip is just going to be so wonderful, isn't it?
The weather seems to be very kind as well.
Thank you, weather.
So if you enjoyed it, if you want to see the rest, have a subscribe, ding the bell,
It's free and everything.
and you won't miss the next one.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.